All right, we have Dr. Joe Landers here to answer your pet questions, and he has brought along Trey this morning. Trey is absolutely adorable.
Trey's a good little guy here. He's pretty passive, so we put camouflage on him to kind of bring out his bolder side. But he's a nice little dog. He's kind of part lab. I don't know if the camera shows this very good, but he's kind of going to be two-tone. I was talking about this. He's got some distinct parts that are black, but he's actually got a line here, and he's gonna have some brown by the time he's done. So he's not all
mixed with something.
He is mixed with something. You know, Lord only knows. He's got white socks, and that's why I said collie to you before. Because, you know, it kind of snuck out there a little bit, but who knows? But a lot of times there's 6, 7, 8 different breeds.
He's got the big paws like a lab.
He does have. He will be a bigger dog. He's about 10 weeks old. But he'll definitely be over 50 pounds.
Oh, he is adorable.
He is. He's over at the Animal Aid Adoption Center, which is 749-6688, or the other 8280 number, which is 744.
We'll put all that up at the end here.
I'm messing you up here.
No,
I'm sorry.
you're fine. Everyone just needs
great.
to look at his
He's
cute face anyways.
You are. Look right over there.
Yeah.
There you go, buddy.
All right, we've got some questions from our viewers. They submitted them on Facebook for us. This first question comes from Lois. She wants to know, what do you do for hiccups in dogs?
What do you do for hiccups? Most of the time you ignore them because it's a little spasm of the esophageal sphincter down there, and most of them are in little puppies, which kids get a lot of hiccups, which really is just you mature and then your body takes care of itself down there. So, you know, if they're throwing up, that's a whole different story. Call your veterinarian. But most of the time, if they're just kind of hiccuping, they'll stop. And there's a lot of old wives' tales about sugar and scaring, but none of that really
doesn't
works.
work. All right, this next question comes from Donica. What is the best, most comforting home remedy for a constipated dog?
The first thing I always tell people is find out whether it's really constipated or not, because dogs don't get constipated very often. Some old dogs do, and it does kind of happen, and that's why you want to see your veterinarian, because people will think that they're having a problem going to the bathroom, but really what it's called is tenesmus. And we've all had this, where you run to the bathroom and not much happens, and really what's happening is kind of a diarrhea. So they need to kind of figure that out first. If they do, then there are certain things that you can add to the food and stuff that will kind of help, and your veterinarian will tell you. But first, find out if it's really constipation.
Make sure.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times we just figure that out real quick and you know, go the diarrhea route.
And they're fine. Okay. Next question comes from Jeremy. What do owners of Boston Terriers do about tail irritation and or infections due to the short curled tails? Yep,
very, very common because they get kind of a skin fold there. The first thing I always tell people, honestly, if the dog is overweight, get some weight off of it, because they gather fat there and it kind of makes a little kind of a little enclosed area around the tail. The second deal is to clean it out really well and talk to your veterinarian, because if it gets really painful and it's not working and the antibiotics aren't working, at some point they may have to get kind of radical and actually dock the tail out of there. And it sounds kind of bad, but we have a bulldog and we clean her all the time, and that's just part of it. So
when you have a pet, there's always something to do. All right, Trey, you've been so good.
He's been good.
Well,
He's
Trey,
a good little dog.
He is a good dog, and Trey needs a home. So if you're interested in adopting him, you can call Animal Aid at 918-744-8280 or log on to animalaid.org. If you missed one of the answers to the questions you wanted to hear, you can go to our website, kjrh.com. You can learn more about Heritage Animal Hospital and see some other pets who need good homes. Dr. Joe, appreciate you coming on.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.